to another presentation of Raider basketball on your home for Raider sports, WWSU 106.9 FM. Raider up.
Raider Nation, welcome to the Irvin J. Nutter Center here on this Wednesday evening. We got Raider basketball in store for you tonight. We are back. We had Shay Neal and Sierra Lively on the call for the women's game. What a game it was as well earlier today with the women beating Lake Erie 91-60. But tonight, the men welcome the Akron Zips to the Irvin J. Nutter Center. I'm Parker Testa, joined here by a former, oh boy, the voice cracks are already starting. Oh boy, we're not even 2 minutes in. A former broadcaster here from WWSC 106.9 Sports, Trent Arnold. Trent, welcome to the team. It's, for one night only, but it's going to be fun.
Right, I know. It's been like 8 years since I've done this, so hopefully I can still do it. Yeah, and I'll have you carry money through the way.
No, you'll be fine. I got the utmost confidence that you're going to do awesome. It is the Akron Zips tonight. Akron comes into this game tonight. They've won their last 4 and 4 of their last 5. Their last loss coming on November 23rd to Appalachian State. 57-45 was their last loss. But since then, they've been red hot. On the 24th of November, they beat Evansville 69-60. Took Marshall to the buzzer 88-86 on December 1st. They beat Southern 79-62 on the 4th, and last time out this past Sunday, December 12th, defeating Florida A&M 73-66. Players to watch for Akron. Number 25, Enrique Freeman, has 13.6 points per game this season, averaging 11.7 rebounds, shooting 63% from the field, their best shooter by far. Followed by number 24, Ali, 12 points per game, 3.9 rebounds per game, 43% from the three-point arc, their best three-point shooter. Now, number 13, Xavier Castaneda, 10.4 points per game, 3 rebounds per game, and he is their best free throw shooter by far at 84%. The head coach for the Zips is John Gross. He's in his 5th season with a 74-49 record overall. That's 58%, pretty good here for Akron. Previously, he had previous stints as the head coach at Illinois from 2012 to 2017, 95-75 there, 56% winning percentage, and then was the head coach for the Ohio Bobcats as well. So from 2008 to 2012, 85-56, 60% winning percentage, also with assistant roles at Ohio State, Xavier, former Horizon League school, Butler, and NC State as well. So John Gross has definitely been around when it comes to coaching stints. The Raiders come in tonight. As I shuffle my papers here, look at me not being prepared. Raiders come into this one tonight 2-6 overall. Last time out, they took a loss at the hands of the defending champions, Cleveland State Vikings, 85-75 back on December 4th. So it's been roughly 11 days since the last time out for the Raiders. They've had a rough start to the year. Both teams have here. Both basketball programs have. Trent, what are the Trent Arnold keys to the game tonight for the Raiders?
Right now for the Raiders, I believe they have to run their offense through Trey Calvin and Tanner Holden. Tanner Holden last game against Cleveland State only had 5 points and was 1 for 7. Only took 7 shots playing 37 minutes. I just believe he's a guy that needs to take more shots. He needs to be more of a scorer for him. And Trey Calvin had a career high of 28 points against Cleveland State, even though they did lose by 10. But I think those are the 2 keys. Them two, Trey Calvin and Tanner Holden, is going to have to really carry this Wright State team. This team is fairly young, with a lot of sophomores and juniors and a lot of freshmen. But I think they really need to really hound on Trey Calvin and Tanner Holden to really carry this team throughout the rest of the year.
Yeah, absolutely. Last time out, like Trent said, Trey Calvin putting up a career high 28 points to go along with 4 rebounds, 1 block, 1 steal. Went 5 for 5 from the free throw stripe. Grant Basile had 23 last time out, tacked on 15 rebounds. As Jason pumps up the crowd here at the Irvin J. Nutter Center here on this Wednesday night, and it's going to be a fun one. This morning, it was Education Day for the women's team. They had about 1,000 elementary school students in here, and it was loud. So if you're here at the Nutter Center tonight, if you're listening to us, I don't know why you would be since you're here, but if you are listening to us, you have some competition because those kids were loud this morning. But heck of an atmosphere tonight here at the Irvin J. Nutter Center. Now, last time out for the Akron Zips, as it's been a while. It's been about 2 weeks since the broadcast for me, so I'm a little frazzled here. But oh boy, Akron comes into this one 6-4 on the year. Their loss is coming, the one in exhibition, coming against West Virginia in exhibition, 74-59. Lost barely. This Akron team took the Ohio State Buckeyes. At the time, they were number 17 in the nation. Took them to the buzzer, losing 67-66. They've lost to Fordham, 63-43. And then, of course, their last loss coming against Appalachian State. Trent, it's time. I don't know if you did this last time you were with us, but it is a WWSU tradition here. Score predictions and leading score. Who wins tonight? Who's the leading scorer? I'll go first since you're our guest of honor tonight. I have the Raiders tonight 85-82, and I think Grant Basile will lead all scorers. He will have 21.
All right. So I'm going to go with the Raiders 77-72, and I think Tanner Holden is going to have a comeback game, and I think he's going to have a big game for us.
All right, we got about 3.5 or so minutes left to go before tip. We're going to step away. When we come back, starting lineups and Raider basketball back in the Nutter Center. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back on WWSU 106.9 FM.
Hey, what's going on? It's KF Nash from Hot 102.9 and 1410 Wing AM, and I'm a proud alum of WWSU. You're listening to Wright State Raiders Sports right here on WWSU 106.9 FM, where the Raiders play.
Raider Nation, we got basketball for you tonight. Hello and welcome to the Irvin J. Nutter Center here on this Wednesday evening. I am Parker Tessa, joined here by Trent Arnold. The Raiders come into this one tonight 2-6. The Zips come in at a record of 6-4. Starting lineups tonight, first for Akron. Excuse me, I think I said Xavier. That was an accident. Excuse me. But first for Akron, that number 4, Brian Trimble Jr. Number 13, Xavier Castaneda. Number 21, Aziz Bandego. Number 24, Ali. And number 25, Enrique Freeman. For the Raiders, 00, Grant Basile. Number 1, Troy Calvin. Number 2, Tanner Holden. Number 12, A.J. Braun. And number 24, Tim Finke. And here we go from the Irvin J. Nutter Center. Here is Ali working on Tim Finke. He's going to kick it out here to Freeman. Freeman in the middle. He's going to kick it out here to Castaneda. Castaneda working on Calvin. Castaneda puts one up from the free throw line and hits. And the Zips draw first blood here tonight.
Great defense by the Raiders there, but just a better shot right there.
Here's Finke. Finke, bounce pass inside, and that's going to be a defensive foul. They're going to call that foul. Let's see, who's it on? They're going to call that one on number 24, Ali. I'm going to call that as a blocking foul. Raiders keep the ball here. Inbound here to Braun. Finke swings it. Holden back to Finke, top of the key. Finke right side, over to Calvin. And Calvin, a bit careless with the ball there. Throws it out of bounds. Scott Nagy. We've seen the first disgusted look on Scott Nagy's face tonight. 2-0 Zips, just above a minute in here. Here's Castaneda, top of the key. Castaneda's guarded by Calvin. They're going to swing over to Ali. Ali gets it inside here to number 21. That's Bandego. Here back to Castaneda. Castaneda, 3-point from the corner and hits.
Castaneda starting off strong. One from the paint and then get one from the corner from deep.
Xavier Castaneda has the Zips' first 5 here. Can the Raiders score here? Let's see. Basile Gets it over to Finke. Finke here working on Freeman. Back to Basili, top of the key. Basili, Calvin for three. Got it! Trey Calvin gets the Raiders on the board here tonight.
Great shot by Calvin. That's what the Wright State needed. Hopefully they can transfer this over to defense.
Here is Castaneda, top of the key. Castaneda over to Ali. Ali, and that's going to be a kicked ball on Tim Finke. So we're going to reset here, and it's going to be Akron keeping the ball.
But you love the effort from the Raiders, even if they did get the kickball. You love the effort.
Yeah, Scott Nagy preaches defense, and even though it was a kick ball, he played good defense there. Here's Castaneda. Castaneda looking right, looking for a wide receiver here. Who's he going to throw to? He won't. He's going to take a shot from the top of the key, and that's going to be off the rim. Castaneda misses his first one tonight. Calvin moving quickly. Calvin driving. He's going to keep the ball. Hands it over to Basili. Basili to Holden. Holden for three. No good. Rebound. Akron. That's going to be a foul.
Looks like a loose ball foul.
That's going to be, you are correct, loose ball foul there on Trey Calvin.
And see, on that last shot, Tanner, I think he kind of hesitated on that three. I think as soon as he caught it, he should have just went ahead and took that one.
Yeah, we've seen Trey Calvin be very, very strong with those catch and shoot opportunities. Kind of took a second there to gather himself, and it cost him there. So we're going to have an inbound here to Castaneda. 5-3 Zips, 17:26 to go, first half. Castaneda. He's going to hand it off to Ali. Ali, top of the key, gets it inside to Freeman. Back out to Ali. Ali to Castaneda. Castaneda for three, no good. Rebound, Holden. Holden moving quickly. Holden inside. He's going to get it.
Great drive by Holden.
Both teams moving very quickly here early on. Inside here is Ali. Ali, no good. Rebound, Basili. Looks like Ali wanted a foul there, but he didn't get it. Finke outside to Holden. Basili top of the key. Basili, Finke top of the key. Can he get it? No, he can't. And the rebound goes to Castaneda. And we've seen Finke be very good with those open looks. Can't get that one there.
Yes.
All right, here we have Castaneda. Castaneda just kind of holding the ball here. Now he's going to move. Castaneda outside to Ali, top of the key. Ali travel.
One little too many steps. You see Akron trying to get Castaneda on the pick and roll, trying to get him isolated on a lot of those plays, but just not going down for him.
So here's Trey Calvin. He's going to give it to Holden. Holden to Basili. Basili backing down Ali. Tanner Holden driving, faked the shot, and he's going to get it off the glass.
Nice drive by Tanner Holden. He's starting off strong so far.
And the Raiders take their first lead of the night, 7-5 as we tick under 16 to go, first half. Freeman inside, working on C.J. Wilborn. First time we've seen Wilborn tonight. Ali guarded by Calvin. Shot fake here, and there's going to knock it down. Brian Trimble gets his first points tonight.
From deep.
And he's going to get that one there from deep.
You see right there, Trey Calvin, a little careless with the ball, turns it over. And I believe they're going to...
And we're going to have our first media timeout here of the evening. We'll take one with them. 8-7. Zips lead this one. 15:24 to go, first half. More Raider basketball when we come back on WWSU 106.9.
You're listening to Wright State Raider basketball on your home for Raider sports, WWSU 106.9 FM.
Raider Nation back at the Irvin J. Nutter Center, 8-7 Zips as we have 15:15 on the clock here at the Nutter Center. I'm Parker Testa, joined here by Trent Arnold. The Zips get out to a fast start here early on with 5 quick points from Xavier Castaneda. But the Raiders able to answer here as we get back in action. We have number 11 into the game for the first time. That's Garvin Clark. Clark gets it to Ali. Ali's working on Basili. Back out to Clark. Clark driving on Calvin. There looks like the Raiders wanted a foul there. They're not going to get it, and Clark knocks it down. 10-7 Zips.
Yeah, it looked like Clark kind of got away with a little push off there on the drive, but maybe the refs are letting him play.
Yeah, I think he did. We're going to call. It's going to be the call. We're going to have that call on Ali. We're going to call a blocking foul on Ali.
You got to love Wright State's physicality that they're matching with Akron on the defensive end.
Absolutely. Wilborn gets it over to Basili. Basili back to Holden. Holden crosses over, takes a shot. No good off the front iron. He's going to tip it out. Back to Holden, offensive rebound. Here is Finke in the corner. This is a two-pointer if it's good. It's not. And the rebound is pulled down by Mikael Dawson. Here's Garvin Clark. Clark moving quickly. Ali. Ali's working on Wilborn. Ali inside, no good. Basili able to get it, and that's going to be Raider basketball.
Great hustle by Basili. Like I said, when I seen these Akron Zips played against Ohio State, they were just very physical with them. And I think that's what helped them keep themselves in the game. So I like Wright State that they're matching their physicality level here on this defensive end.
10-7 Zips. Just under 14 minutes to go, first half. Here's Trey Calvin off the turnover by the Zips. Welledge into the game for the first time. He'll have the ball here top of the key. Calvin dishes inside to Holden. Holden back out to Calvin. Calvin moving quickly. He'll take a shot from the corner. No good, and it's going to be a tip in. Tim Finke able to outwork Ali right there and tip the basketball back in.
Looks like Akron's trying to reset.
10-9 Akron. Here we have number 25, Freeman. He has the ball now. He's going to get it over to Clark. Clark back out to Castaneda. Castaneda guarded by Finke. 3 seconds to shoot. 2 seconds to shoot. Castaneda, and he's going to put it up, and what a shot. Just kind of threw it up there. It goes in, and they're going to review the shot. They're going to see if Castaneda got that one off.
It looked good from here, but I'm not for sure.
Yeah, it did look good off his hands, but the officials are going to take a look at it anyway. We'll keep it here, though.
That was a great shot by him, doing his best, Steph Curry impression with that floater right there.
Absolutely. And congratulations to Steph Curry, by the way. Just broke the three-point record last night at Madison Square Garden.
2,974.
It's unbelievable. Shane Neal and I were talking about it last night, and right now he's on pace for 4,400 three-point shots in his career. Could you imagine 4,400 three-point shots, and the next closest is 2,900?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I don't think I've even made over 100 three-pointers
throughout
my whole life.
Exactly. I played basketball for like 2 years when I was a kid. Not going to happen, but our officials tonight, they're going to look at it, and what's the call?
Looks like they're going to count it.
And they're going to call that one. The call's going to stand. Shot is good. Our officials tonight are DJ Cartenson, Tim Stewart, and Michael Kitts. Back in action at the Nutter Center here. 12-9 Zips. 13 minutes even to go here first half. So we see some members of Wright State women's basketball cross by in front of our booth here. Big win earlier today against Lake Erie. Here's Welledge. Welledge over to Holden. Holden to Basili. Basili driving. Basili working on 2 defenders. He'll throw it up and no good. Here's Castaneda working quickly. Castaneda. He's going to step back and take a three-pointer. No good. Rebound Freeman. Freeman will kick it out. Here is Castaneda inside to... Who is that? Let me see. I forgot his name already. Bandego, I apologize. Bandego was fouled on the way up, and he'll go to the line for the Zips' first free throw attempts tonight. any team's first free throw attempts tonight.
Bandaogo, he's a big guy. At 7 foot.
yeah, 7 foot even. This Akron team definitely, beats Wright State in the size matchup.
Yeah.
But, this Wright State team playing aggressive so far here early on, and hopefully we can see them continue that. Bandaogo hits one of 2 free throws there at the line.
And Akron likes to run this press sometimes, picking up the point guard full court.
And they're doing that right now. Keaton Norris having trouble getting the ball across half court. And here's Wellage, and they're going to call a blocking foul on the Zips. Who's that going to be on? Number 22. That is Michael Dawson.
Michael Dawson, that is his first personal, team's 5th.
Excuse me, that's Michael Dawson. It is spelled differently than you would think. So it kind of tripped me up there. So it is Michael Dawson who credited with the foul there. Here's Wellage. Wellage over to Holden. Holden driving. Holden. Reverse. No good. Fight for the rebound. It's going to go to Garvin Clark. Clark working on Tanner Holden. Screen set, but Holden able to avoid. Double team goes to Freeman, then they're going to back off. Inside here to Bandaogo. Wide open shot here, and he hits. That's Michael Dawson hitting the three-point shot there. And the Zips take a 7-point lead.
Wright State there, they're trying to double team the 2 big men, Freeman and Bandaogo. But when you do that, you leave those wide open shots out there on the 3-point line. And Akron's taking advantage of that.
They have. Here's Tanner Holden over to A.J. Braun. A.J. Braun. A.J. Braun driving, and he went right over Bandaogo right there and lays it in.
Great physical move by A.J. Braun to get that easy, too.
Here's Garvin Clark. Garvin Clark able to get around the screen. That's a shot there, no good. Shot. Nice rebound there by A.J. Braun. Here's Keaton Norris with the ball. He's moving quick. Inside, what a pass to Wellage, and he can't handle it. Ball goes back to Akron as Scott Nagy puts his head in his hands, doesn't like it. So timeout on the floor. We'll take another with him in the booth. 16-11 Zips. We'll be back on WWSU 106.9. .10:30 to go, first half. I'm Parker Testa, joined here by Trent Arter. Welcome back to the Irvin J. Nutter Center as Wright State welcomes the Akron Zips to the Nutter Center tonight. And they lead this one approaching the halfway point here in the first half, 16-11. Inside, what a pass to Ali right there. He slams that one home, and the Zips take a 7-point lead.
Akron running that press again.
And the press has been killer for the Raiders tonight so far. Here's Tanner Holden. Tanner Holden to Norris. Norris to Basili. Basili driving out to Holden. Holden inside to A.J. Braun. Braun, good defense. Kick out to Keaton Norris. He'll fake a 3, won't take it. Basili, 10 to shoot. Basili backing down Ali. Basili inside. Nice way to out-muscle Ali right there.
Great strong move by Basili right there.
And always appreciate the hard work of SID here at Wright State. Nick Phillips bringing us stats at every timeout. So far tonight, leading scorer here for the Zips is Castaneda. He has 7. Leading scorer for the Raiders is Tanner Holden with 4. Here's Ali working on Andrew Wellage. Ali puts that one in. Bad angle there, and it's going to roll off, and here comes the Raiders. Tanner Holden. Holden driving. He puts this one up, and it's going to be no good. Rebound goes to Trimble.
Looked like Tanner was looking for that foul.
Dawson for three, no good. Rebound, Freeman. Ali kicks it out. Here is Trimble. Trimble hits it. And the Raiders have been so worried about defense inside, they have kind of neglected the three-point line, and it's hurt them early.
Yeah, Akron shooting 50% from the three.
What a pass by Basili to Holden, and he's fouled going up. And Tanner Holden will go to the line tonight. First time we've seen the Raiders go to the charity stripe tonight.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, like you were stating earlier, Wright State's worried about the inside, and rightfully so, because you got Freeman down there who's 6'9", 6'10", who's a great player, averaging a double-double. So rightfully so, doubling down there. But, it does come with cons, too, because you leave that three-point open. And like I said, Akron shooting 50% from the three.
Right, and this Akron team is kind of the jack of all trades because they have size to where they can score on you in the paint, but they also shoot the three ball very well. So you kind of got to be all over the place here. As Tanner Holden will take his second free throw after missing the first, and he'll hit his second one. Kind of went around the world right there, but it drops. 21-14, 8:27 to go, first half. Here's Clark. Clark guarded by Calvin. Clark kicks it out, Ali. Ali inside to Bandega, loses the ball, and he's going to be, they're going to call that Zips basketball.
Well, that was close.
Very close right there. Fight for the ball, but Bandega smart enough to let that one go out of bounds, and they keep the ball. Timeout, Akron. We'll check and see.
It looks like they're going to give it to Akron on that one. It looked very close, though.
It was very close. Pretty, hard-fought ball right there to get the rebound, but seemingly did go the way of the Akron Zips. Leading scorers so far tonight in 9 minutes. Castaneda has 7 points off 3 for 6 from the field, 1 for 3 from the three-point line, followed by Brian Trimble. He is 2 for 3 from the three-point line. 2 for 3 overall. He has 6. For the Raiders, leading scorer is Tanner Holden with 5 in 12 minutes played, 2 for 6 from the field, followed by Trey Calvin with 3 off the lone three-point shot he made earlier. A.J. Braun has taken 1 shot. He has 2. Tim Finke has taken 3 shots. He has 2 points as well. And Basili has taken 2 shots as well with 2 points to tack on. Basili with 3 rebounds. Braun with 2. Holden with 2. Finke with 1. Leading rebounder for the Zips is Freeman with 4, followed by Castaneda with 2. Bandego with 1. Trimble with 1. And Clark with 1 as well. 6 fouls for Akron, and then the Raiders have 2 fouls. The Zips are out rebounding the Raiders 9-8 here,
which is pretty surprising because Akron is a big athletic team. So you can see that Wright State we're really battling down low to get those rebounds.
Yeah, it's very evenly matched so far here in the rebound game, 9-8, and the Zips are leading the offensive rebound race 3-2. And if the Raiders want to win this game, that's something that Scott Nagy has got to shape up. You got to fight for those rebounds.
Yeah, you got to fight for those rebounds. This is a tall team. This is a big team. You got to fight for those rebounds. You just got to be, you can't teach rebounding. It's just got to be a mentality. You got to have that physical and mentality that you want to go get the ball.
Nice crowd here for a Wednesday night from the Irvin J. Nutter Center on this Wednesday, December 15th, 10 days before Christmas. Happy holidays to you and yours. Thank you for tuning in to us here on WWSC 106.9. I'm Parker Testa, joined here by Trent Arnold and our on-site producer, Patrick Schmalstig. One of the rare times we have Patrick at the Nutter Center with us. We appreciate having him here as always. Back in action at the Nutter Center. Inbound goes to Bandego, and it's handed back to Ali immediately. Here's a 3 from Michael Dawson, and it's going to be no good. Rebound, Wilborn. Here is Trey Calvin. Calvin hands off to Finke. Finke. Passes to Holden. Calvin here. Calvin over to Wilborn. Wilborn to Finke. Finke for three. Can he get it? No. Rebound goes to Dawson.
Wright State getting good looks, but just can't knock it down.
Here's Darwin Clark. Clark moving the clock here. 7.5 to go first half. Clark. Screen set here. We'll get around it though. And it's going to be, they're going to call that. Are they going to count the shot?
Looks like.
What are they going to say? That foul's going to be called on Riley Voss.
It looks like they did count the shot.
They will count the shot, as Trent says. And Ali will go to the free throw line here for the chance to make it 3 points. The Raiders have been out-muscled here in the first half. And Ali hits the free throw to take a 10-point lead.
It looks like Wright State's just struggling to get an easy basket. A lot of their baskets has been a little bit tough to get.
Yeah, defense has been an issue. Their offense has been an issue, and that's a start. Spin move by Tanner Holden and lays it in, and he cuts the Zip lead to 8.
I think he heard me.
I think he did hear you.
Got the easy shot there.
Here's Garvin Clark. 6:47. Here is a three-point by Trimble. No good. Fight for the rebound. And it'll be the Zips coming away with it. He's going to be fouled on the shot, and they're going to call that foul on Trey Calvin. Shooting foul on Calvin there, and Garvin Clark. I don't know why I keep saying Darwin. Garvin Clark will go to the free throw line here. Bit of a scramble for the ball right there, but the Zips come away with it and draw the foul. And Clark's free throw will miss.
Both teams struggling with the free throw so far. Not that great of a percentage.
Raiders 1 for 2, and the Zips make that one our 2 for 4. And Clark will hit his second free throw. Extending the Zip lead to 9. Trey Calvin. Zips continue that full court press. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Here we go. A.J. Braun. Calvin inside to Basili. Can Basili win this one? He cannot. Rebound goes to number 0. First time we've seen Michael Wynn tonight. Michael Wynn, the 6'6 junior out of Albany, New York, went to Liberty High School, transfer from Wake Forest. And Darwin Clark lays that one in. That's too easy right there for Clark, and the Zips take an 11-point lead.
And they're just getting baskets at will at this point, Akron is.
Here's Finke. Can the Raiders spark some momentum here before the half? Basili, spin move. Kind of loses the ball, but he gets it back. Puts it up, no good. And the Raiders are continue to be cold on the offensive end. Nice steal by Basili. He's going to hand it off to Tim Finke. Tim Finke, shot from the three-point line. Got it!
Down.
What a play by Grant Basili to steal the ball. And what a shot from Tim Finke. Timeout on the floor. Quick break here on WWSU 106.9. Stay with us.
This is Wright State Basketball on WWSU 106.9 FM, your home for Raider Sports.
Back here at the Irvin J. Nutter Center, the Akron Zips lead the Wright State Raiders 27-19, 5:25 to go first half. I'm Parker Testa, joined here by Trent Arnold. Appreciate you hanging out with us here on this Wednesday evening on WWSU 106.9 FM. For all of you Raiders out there, I hope your final exams went well. Here is Garvin Clark. Clark working on Keaton Norris. Clark driving. He'll get into the paint, and they lose the ball. Fight for the ball brought up by Akron. Here's a three-point by Ali. No good. And it's going to be...
Bodies falling everywhere for the ball.
What's the call? Both benches are clapping, so I don't know who it's on. They're going to call that one on Grant Basili. And the Zips will keep the ball here.
That was a mass scramble for that loose ball. Just bodies flying everywhere.
Yeah, bodies over bodies.
But you love the hustle.
Kind of look
from
like
both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. Racing the Indy 500 for that basketball right there. We'll throw out the caution flag right here. Inbound by Castaneda. He'll get it into Bandego. Bandego backing down Basili. Bandego. Basili holding strong, fighting up. That's going to be no good. They're going to be, that's going to be called an offensive foul on the Zips. They're going to call that, I believe, a charge. I don't know what the...
I think they called a loose ball foul.
Possibly loose ball foul.
On Michael Wynn on there. And I believe they're in the bonus. Right.
Still getting down these hand signals from the referees. You think I'd know that doing this for a year now, but I don't. So it'll be Tim Finke going to the line here for the Wright State Raiders. And no good. So actually, they're going to call that one a technical foul, I believe. Not sure what that was for, but here's a shot from the free throw line by, that was Trimble, no good. Raiders moving quick. That's going to be another blocking foul on the Zips. They're going to call that on number 22, Michael Dawson.
And if I'm Wright State right now, I would probably try to attack the big men. Try to get them in foul trouble to get them out the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Wright State has struggled offensively here in this first half. And when they have gone to Grant Basili, but Grant Basili will check out here, but when they have gone to those big men here early in this game, sometimes it's not worked, but a majority of the time it's gone their way.
Yeah, they're getting good shots down low. It's just a matter of them putting it down.
Here is number 13, Castaneda, 4:21 to go, first half. Akron working the clock here. They're going to hand this one over to, that is Freeman. Freeman inside, lays it up, no good. Good defense there by the Raiders in the last couple possessions. Can they take advantage of it? Here's Holden inside to Wilborn. Wilborn putting it up, no good. Rebound goes to Freeman. Went inside there. I like the shot, but no good.
The Wright State just can't convert inside.
Castaneda driving. Blocked. What a block by Finke. Here is Holden. Holden. And he slams it home.
And that's what happens when you play great defense. Great defense will always turn into easy offense.
And the Raiders have cut the Zip lead to 6. And another center wakes up a little bit as the Rowdy Raiders student section across from us is on their feet. 3:23 to go, first half. Here's a three-pointer here from Wynn, and he knocks it down.
And that's just another wide open three from the double team. And
yeah, and Akron's done a good job of taking advantage of it. Here's C.J. Wilborn again. He's backing down, and he's going to be called an offensive foul there.
And
pretty obvious foul right there.
Rowdy Raiders not liking that call.
They are not. 3:05 to go, first half. Timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here, though. 30-21. 3:05 to go, first half. Leading scorer for Akron still is Castaneda with 7. For the Raiders, it is Tanner Holden with 9. Leading rebounder here is Freeman for the Zips, is that he has 6. And one thing that surprises me, the Raiders have done a good job of keeping Enrique Freeman cold. He has not scored in this game, and he is their leading scorer on the season. Raiders just need to find a way to punch through this Zips defense.
Yeah, I think what they're doing, I feel like they are, when they do go down low, they are bringing the double team there. And I guess they're just kind of live by, make these other guys score. We're not going to let Freeman or Bandango, kill us on the inside. Let the other guys score. And it has worked so far for Akron, shooting great from the three-point line, which I believe they're shooting just roughly 40%.
Yeah, looks like just a tick under 40%. The Raiders shooting exactly 40%. Granted, the Zips have taken 13 threes to the Raiders 5.
And yeah, Wright State on offense, they're getting good shots down low, but it's just tough for them to get those shots. So I don't know if they're going to try to look for any shots outside, because so far I've seen them, they've knocked down some nice little threes from Finke and Holden. So
3:05 to go as we come out of this timeout here from the Irvin J. Nutter Center. We appreciate you hanging out with us on this unseasonably warm Wednesday evening. I've been all over the place today, but appreciate you hanging out with us anyways on WWSU 106.9 FM. I'm Parker Tessa, joined here by Trent Arnold. Trent's first game and last game of the season, kind of the farewell tour here for Trent Arnold. But happy to have him along as always. Back in action here at the Irvin J. Nutter Center. Here's Garvin Clark. Clark hands it out to Wynn. Wynn hands it inside to Freeman. Freeman inside, and that's too easy for Enrique Freeman. Goes right around Tanner Holden right there.
And you see Wright State didn't bring the double that time, and that's a comment right there why you don't bring when you don't bring the double.
32-21 Zips. Zips lead here by 11. Here's Basili. Basili cross court to Holden. Holden shot from the mid-range, no good. Fight for the rebound. That's going to be Zips basketball.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Zips basketball.
Thanks.
Caselli's wanted them to review it, but looks like they're going to go ahead and give it to Akron.
Here's Garvin Clark. Clark. They're going to try to set a screen for him. Keaton Norris gets around it, though. Clark looking for a passing target. Clark for three. No good. That's going to be Raider basketball. That sure looked like it was off of Tanner Holden, but we'll take it anyway as the Raiders get the basketball.
Great defense by Wright State down there.
Keaton Norris. 5 on the floor right now is Norris, Holden, Braun, Basili, and Finke.
Akron looks like they're running a 1-3-1. Trying to take away the middle and take away those corners.
What a save by Tim Finke. It won't go their way, though. What a block by Grant Basili! Chases down Clark right there. Here's Braun inside. He's blocked. Basili in!
He's doing all the work down there.
What a sequence of events here in the last 15 seconds. Basili chases down Clark, and he gets the offensive rebound and puts it back in. What a play. Can this spark the Raiders some momentum? Here's Clark. Wynn top of the key. He'll hand it inside to Bandango. Here's a three from Trimble, and he got it. Three-point shot has been deadly for the Zips tonight. That's their 13th three-pointer they've made. Excuse me, that's their 6th three-pointer they've made tonight. Under a minute to go, first half from the Nutter Center. Tanner Holden. Can the Raiders score a few points here before the halftime break? Here's Basili inside, and he will miss.
Kelly, he's getting those good shots down low. He just can't knock it down for some reason.
Yeah, I like the shot selection by Basili down low. Just most of them haven't gone his way here tonight. Basili shooting at a 2-for-6 clip.
But he's working hard down there on the offensive and defensive end.
Here's Clark. Clark passing cross court to Castaneda. It's tipped and out of bounds. Stays with the Zips.
And a tip by guess who? Basili.
Basili again, absolutely.
He's working hard down there.
Absolutely. It'll be inbounded here. 10-second difference between the shot and game clock. 4 to shoot. 3 to shoot. Bandango inside. And they're going to be a steal by Tanner Holden. 8 seconds. Tanner Holden. What can they do with the Raiders what can the Raiders do with it? Holden driving, 2 seconds to go, and it's deflected. Buzzer sounds, he doesn't get the shot off. And we've hit halftime here from the Irvin J. Nutter Center. The Zips lead this one 35-23 at the halftime break. It's a little bit of an extended break here at halftime, but we will be back in about 8 or 9 minutes or so with our halftime report. What do the Raiders need to do to get back into this one? Don't go away. All that and more coming up. Halftime, second half action coming up here shortly from the Nutter Center. We'll be back. WWSU 106.9. All right, we're back. Had some technical difficulties there for a minute. It happens every now and then, but welcome back to the Nutter Center. We did not have a halftime show because me and Trent spent too much time eating, but we are here in the second half, just under 19 minutes to go here in the second half. Here's a three-point attempt from Trimble, but it is no good, and there's going to be a foul on the three-point shot, and Trimble will go to the line for 3 free throw attempts. Zips lead 37-23, 14-point lead for Akron here early in the second half.
And just real quick, before we didn't get to do a halftime show, but yeah. I think Wright State really needs to get some easy baskets going here in the second half. Most of their easy baskets was off of steals, off of turnovers. So if they just keep playing aggressive on the defensive end, get some turnovers from Akron, they can, convert that to some easy offense on the other end.
Yeah, Wright State needs to look for those easy shots, and when they have gotten those good looks, they just haven't gone their way, so we'll see if we can get them to go their way here. 2 free throws for Trimble right there is Basili. That's one of those easy ones that just can't be knocked down right there.
And, 10 out of 10 times I think he's making that shot.
Right. Here's a shot from the mid-range. No good. Out of bounds. Stays with Akron.
Now, I like Wright State's strategy, getting it inside to Pacelli, but he's just not knocking it down. So I wonder if they're going to change strategies and, try something else.
Inbound here goes to Bandego. Ali working on Tanner Holden. Ali backing down Holden. Ali goes up, and it's going to be no good. Rebound, Basili. Sat on the rim just there for a second. Here's Finke for 3. No good.
Yeah. Great look by Finke on that play. Just couldn't knock it down. Wright State just not having their day right now, shooting the ball.
Here is Trimble. Trimble working right. Working on A.J. Braun. He's going to step back. He'll take a shot from the mid-range and knock it down. Brian Trimble gets the shot to go down. 41-23. Zips have an 18-point lead here early in the second half. Can the Raiders claw their way back into this one? And if they can, what a comeback it would be. But as our good friend on the NFL Network says, Scott Hansen, it's the witching hour here at the Irvin J. Nutter Center.
Love Scott Hansen. It looks like they called a foul on A.J. Braun.
Here's Tanner Holden. Thought about a 3, won't take it. He'll go up and he'll be fouled.
Excuse me, that foul was on Bandego in the last possession.
Looks like A.J. Braun was taken out of the game. Looks like he got hit in the face. Trainer's attending to him for a possible nosebleed right there.
Yeah, he got whacked pretty good by Bandego on that last play. Obvious foul.
Shot for Tanner Holden. That's going to be no good.
Tanner Holden not shooting well from the free throw line.
Right, that's something that Wright State's known for, not shooting the free throw ball well, as he'll knock down the second one. Timeout, Wright State, but we'll keep it here since we did not get to do a halftime show. 41-24 here at the Irvin J. Nutter Center. Leading scorers so far, first for Akron is Brian Trimble with 15. For the Raiders, Tanner Holden leads the scoring with 10. Trimble, 5 for 8 from the field, 3 of those being three-point shots. Second for the Zips is Castaneda. He has 7, 3 for 8 from the field, 1 for 3 from the free throw arc. Followed by Ali with 5, Clark with 5, and then 3 points for Dawson, Wynn, and then 2 for Freeman and 1 for Bandego. So every player that has played for Akron tonight has scored at least 1 point. And for the Raiders, it's just been their starting 5 that have been able to score. It's been Braun, it's been Holden, it's been Finke, it's been Basili, it's been Calvin. We haven't seen much from the second unit by any means.
Yeah, their starting 5 is not really giving them anything. And like you said, the bench is really not giving them anything. Only 1 shot attempt from the bench, and that was from Wilborn. Wright State's gotta find a way to get an easy shot. They're getting good looks down low with Biscelli, but he's just not knocking them down. I'm not for sure what else they can really do to get some good shots. But they got to continue to play some good defense, and hopefully they can get some turnovers and get this crowd into it a little bit too.
Yeah, the Raiders' defense has not been too bad tonight. They just can't score.
Yeah.
So that's obviously a problem if you can't score. So
right.
Raiders need to work out their offense. They are shooting a mere 33% tonight, and that's not going to cut it compared to Akron's 43%. So can the Raiders get it done? They've only made 10 shots on the night, 10 for 30 from the field, 2 of those being three-point shots. And then they are 2 for 6 from the free throw line as a team. Akron is out-rebounding the Wright State Raiders 25-17. 6 offensive rebounds for the Zips compared to Wright State's 3. Scott Nagy having a conversation with Tim Finke and Trey Calvin as Ali will get ready to inbound the ball here to Xavier Castaneda.
I wonder if Coach Nagy will try to get Finke and Trey Calvin a little bit more involvement. Looks like Wright State's going to run their own little press as well.
Yeah, full court press here by the Raiders. It worked against them in the first half. We'll see if it works against Akron here in the second. Castaneda able to get around Calvin. Here is Trimble. Trimble for 3, no good. Rebound. That's going to be off Finke's hands. It's going to stay with the Zips.
Yeah, Finke right there just looked like he was kind of ball watching. You got to really box out. Got to box out. And you got a big guy like Bandango down low. You got to really box him out to get that ball.
Now the Raiders have not. Raiders have not made a shot in this second half. So the Raiders need to get it going here. That's going to be not a good start there as that one's off the iron. Here's Castaneda. Castaneda working on Tanner Holden. They're going to get it in the corner. Finke is guarding Ali. Here's Castaneda. Defense all over the place for the Raiders. 3 from Trimble, no good. Rebound goes to Bandego. Guarded by Basili, and nothing he can do there. Bandego just outsized him right there.
Yeah, I mean, you're 7 foot, it makes it a little bit easier down there, and he's athletic.
Yeah, an athletic 7 foot tall. Granted, Grant Basili is athletic, but Bandego, here's a 3 from Woolidge, and he hits it.
That's what Wright State needed.
Is this the start they need to spark a comeback? Well, can Woolidge get it going here for the Raiders? And as you would think, Akron playing the clock game right now. Here is Ali working on Tim Finke. Ali going up, and he's going to put it down. Ali makes his 3rd shot tonight. He has a total. He's shooting at a 3 for 8 clip. Tanner Holden. Basili thought about a 3, won't take it. Basili Bounce pass inside to Finke. Finke putting it up. Again, he hits it. So 2 straight possessions, 2 straight scores for the Raiders. And can we see them spark a comeback here?
It looks like they're getting the shots that they want. And it looks like Nagy might try to run the offense more through Finke and Trey Calvin.
Inside. They're going to go inside again here. On to Basili, and that's too easy. Nice pass there. Inside by Bandego to Castaneda to lay it in. Scott Nagy, a defensive-minded head coach, doesn't like his defense tonight. Trey Calvin. Basili from the top of the key. No good. Here's Castaneda. Castaneda working on Tanner Holden. They're going to hold it up and slow it down. Castaneda over to Ali. Ali hit the last shot last time down the court. Here is Castaneda. Wide open for Ali, and he hits.
And Wright State is just getting shredded on the defensive end. A lot of people just looking lost and not knowing who to guard.
50-29 here as the Zips take a 21-point lead. Make it a 19-point lead as Basili hits right there.
Basili looking for that shot all night long. He finally seen one drop down.
He's taken that shot about 3 or 4 times tonight, and that's the first time it's gone down for him.
And sometimes it only takes one.
That's going to be a reach-in foul on Tanner Holden. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one with him in the booth. 50-31. Akron leads. We'll be back on WWSU 106.9.
Hey, what's going on? It's KF Nash from Hot 102.9 and 1410 Wing AM, and I'm a proud alum of WWSU. You're listening to Wright State Raiders Sports right here on WWSU 106.9 FM, where the Raiders play.
Back at the Irvin J. Nutter Center, and if you heard the arena audio, we apologize. A bit of an operator error right there. 50-31. The Akron Zips lead the Wright State Raiders here. 13:38 to go, second half. I'm Parker Testa, joined here by Trent Arnold right here on this Wednesday evening at the Nutter Center, WWSU 106.9 FM. We appreciate you hanging out with us. Hoping the Raiders can spark a comeback down 19 here. Inside here is Freeman. Freeman outside goes to Clark. And that's going to be...
They're going to call a charge.
That's going to be an offensive foul there on Akron. And again, appreciate all the hard work of SID, Wright State SID, Nick Phillips, of getting us all the stats here at every timeout. So from that last segment, 13:40 was our last timeout. The Raiders are shooting by a clip of a total of 37%. Here's Tim Finke. He pulls up. Trey Calvin, no good. Rebound Clark. Clark moving quick. Clark working on Norris. Cross court here to, that is Johnson. Here's Ali inside, and he puts it down. The Raiders struggling on the defensive end tonight. Can't do anything with this Akron offense.
And you can see it on Coach Nagy's face.
He's frustrated for sure. Here's Trey Calvin. Screen set by Braun. Back to Braun. Braun working on Freeman. Draws the double team inside to Calvin. He loses the ball. What a save by Keaton Norris. 10 to shoot. Trey Calvin fakes the three, driving, putting it up, and he puts it in.
Great drive by Trey Calvin. Getting it inside.
Trey Calvin putting it up from about 5 feet away. 52-33 is our scores. The Zips are in possession right now. 12-11 to go, second half. Here's Clark. Hands it out to Ali. Ali's been the hot hand so far in the second half. He's working on Tim Finke. Wide open again, but he loses the ball. Driving, and that is a blocking foul. And the crowd doesn't like it.
Yeah, I thought.
It looks like Welledge got his feet set right there.
Yeah, it looked like he did get his feet set right there. Refs thinks otherwise. But great hustle by him, by the way.
Absolutely. There's going to be a media timeout here on the floor. We'll take one with them in the booth. 52-33. 2 ticks under 12 minutes to go, second half. We'll be back on WWSU 106.9.
Your nation. Akron leads the Wright State Raiders from the Irvin J. Nutter Center. 11:58 to go in the second half. Hello, how are all of you? I am Parker Testa, joined here by Trent Arnold. The Raiders struggling on the offensive end all night tonight. Just haven't gotten they didn't get the start they wanted and haven't really recovered from it.
Yeah, they started off strong on defense, and it looked like they was hanging in there, but just Akron just pulled away by knocking down some big-time threes, mainly from Ali, who kind of caught the hot hand here in the second half.
And speaking of the devil, Ali has the ball. He'll hand it over to Trimble. Trimble shot from the mid-range. That's off the front iron, rebounded by Norris. Norris moving quick. Here's Calvin. Fakey in the corner for three. No good.
Wright State it's just not their night.
And that shot we've seen from Tim Finke over and over again, one he normally drills.
Yeah.
Here's Clark, Garvin Clark. He has 8 points tonight. Nice steal by Basili. He's going to hand it to Norris. Norris looking for a passing target. Norris to Calvin. Holden inside Calvin. Nice pass by Tanner Holden, and Calvin lays it in.
A great play by Calvin on there on the give and go, sneaking behind the defense. Akron running that zone. He got behind the zone, got the easy basket.
Here's Clark. Raiders need another turnover or at least a missed shot. Offensive foul! Raiders draw the charge right there, and there's that turnover that I just said. I've never been good at predicting the future. That's it's the first time that's ever happened. But we'll take it anyway, and the Raiders will get the ball back here.
It looks like they're looking for that same play.
Here is Grant Basili for three. No good. Not even close right there from Basili. Castaneda, Clark. Clark stops on a dime, or as our good buddy Patrick Smallstick says, on a quarter. Garvin Clark. Poked away by Calvin. They'll get it back, though. Ali, 10 to shoot. Ali inside. It's stolen by Basili, but they're going to get it back. Here's Castaneda, 4. 3 to shoot. Castaneda knocks it down. With a hand, you can't get much better defense right there than Calvin put on Castaneda.
Yeah, he played great defense on there. Akron just able to recover. And right now it's just Akron's night.
Basili, Euro step, nice drive and play in by Basili.
And hey, if the outside shot is not working, take it inside. Get the easy two.
We're going to have...
Looks like a timeout.
Timeout on the floor, is that? That's taken by John Gross. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. Some statistics on the evening. Wright State's being out-rebounded, and this is what's been killer for them, Trent. 32-19. Akron's winning the rebound battle tonight. Leading scorer for the Akron Zips is Brian Trimble, and leading scorer for the Raiders is Tanner Holden. Tanner Holden, you thought would be a factor. It just hasn't been enough of a factor tonight for the Raiders.
Yeah, it looks like he's not really having the game that he wants, but none of the Raiders are really having the game they really want. The outside shot is not really working. And like I said earlier, sometimes when that outside shot is not working, you like to drive it inside and get the easy two. But even on the easy two, it's been a struggle for them because they got Freeman and they got Van Dago down low, clogging up the lane. So it's been hard for them.
Yeah, it's been really tough. Their offense has struggled all night. Just 37 points here with just under 10 minutes to go in the game. And I was sitting here thinking they would put up 86, but they've certainly struggled tonight, no doubt about it. The Raiders take the court back right now. It's Basili, it's Holden, it's Calvin, it's Finke, and it is Norris for the Zips. It is Castaneda, it's Clark, it's Ali, it's Bandego, and it is, excuse me, it is Clark, it's Ali, it is Bandego, it is Dawson. Double team here. That's going to be, and great defense there forces Akron to take another timeout.
Wright State did a good job on that double team. When you do a double team, you like to force the player to the baseline and use that baseline as your third defender on those double teams, and they got Akron right where they wanted and forced Akron to take another timeout. You can see kind of a spark in Wright State's defense now here in the second half, or late here in the second half. If they could keep it going, cause some turnovers, and convert those into some points, maybe they could. You want to at least try to cut it down to 10. And if you want to cut it down to 10,
right?
Maybe.
At least you want to get within, you want to make it somewhat respectable.
Yeah.
And if the Raiders can come back from being 17 down in the last 9 minutes, and we've seen it happen before. We've seen 24-point comeback in 6 minutes, and that's not to bring back any sour memories for Wright State fans, but that's exactly what happened in last year's quarterfinals. So it can be done. Can the Raiders come back in this one? Akron playing the clock game right here. Akron, Castaneda top of the key, fakes a shot, won't take it. Now he takes one up mid-range, no good. Rebound Holden.
Great defense by Wright State.
Wright State moving quickly. Holden driving in. He will kick it cross court. Calvin, Basili calling for it, and he'll get it. Basili draws the double team, working on Ali, and he is fouled.
He's fouled by Bandego. And that's great by Basili. Get Bandego in foul trouble. I mean, he is a big body down there. Get him in foul trouble. Hopefully get him out the game so you could go inside a bit more.
That'll be Bandego's third foul tonight. Neither team really in foul trouble right now.
We need these 2 free throws by Basili.
Basili in the first one is short.
Wright State needs to knock down these free throws. These are crucial if they want to cut down this lead.
Basili, he'll hit the second. So cutting the Zip lead to 16. 8:46 to go in the game. And it'll be Ali to inbound. He'll inbound to Garvin Clark. Wright State in the full court press. He'll double team. And they're moving quickly. Can the defense get back in time? Alley-oop, and it's going to be, what a nasty alley-oop by Ali to Enrique Freeman, and that about and that quieted another center right there. Here's Basili inside. He'll be no good. Rebound goes to Clark.
Basili's not making anything on those floors.
Raiders running out of time here. Here is Freeman inside. That will be tipped away and stolen by Finke. Finke moving quickly. Finke, Holden loses the ball, and turnover there by the Raiders. And they fall, and that is Garvin Clark falls down and loses the ball, goes out of bounds. Raider basketball. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one with him in the booth. 56-38, 7:49 remaining in the game. We'll be back on WWSU 106.9 FM, your home for Raider Sports. You're listening to Wright State Raider basketball on your home for Raider Sports, WWSU 106.9 FM. Back here at the Irvin J. Nutter Center, where the Akron Zips lead the Wright State Raiders 56-38, holding an 18-point lead over the, that's right, 18 if I can do my quick math. I'm not a math major, but the Zips holding an 18-point lead over the Wright State Raiders. 7:49 to go here in this second half. Raiders, you know, they've had their moments of playing well on both ends, but the offense has not been great tonight for Scott Nagy's team.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to keep it consistent here. Well, hopefully they can make a run here in these last 8 minutes.
Here's Keaton Norris. He is getting it inside to Basili. Basili. He's going to try to muscle it up, and I don't like that shot at all. He had a wide-open Tanner Holden out in the three-point land.
Yeah, you got to kick it out there. One of your better three-point shooters that's wide open. You got to kick it out to him.
7:20 to go. Here is Dawson. Dawson to Castaneda. Here we have Clark. Clark working on Keaton Norris. Clark over to Ali. Ali for three, and he's going to hit that one.
Akron just being so great from the three-point line.
And Trent, I think that one about puts the cherry on top of this one.
Yeah.
Raiders just trying to fight here for pride. Here we go. Calvin. Maybe try something different, see if you can get a little bit of a different look here maybe for Scott Nagy, and Basili has the ball just ripped away from him right there. Yeah. Scott Nagy virtually on his hands and knees right now on the sideline. Doesn't like the performance from his team tonight. And as we tick down here, 6:20 to go. Here's Clark. Clark inside. He loses the ball, kicked out to a wide open Castaneda, no good. And that's going to be Raider basketball out of bounds off of Freeman.
Yeah, Wright State just can't. You know, it's hard to compete with the team when they're doing so well from the three.
Brian Trimble Jr. checks back in, and as Garvin Clark will take a seat. Here's Calvin. Calvin from way downtown, no good. Rebound Basili. Basili goes back up and he's fouled.
Calvin not able to hit that three. None of the shots falling for Wright State tonight.
And we'll see if Basili can knock down a pair.
At the line for Wright State, Grant Basili, shooting two. Back into the Akron lineup, number 21, Aziz Ben.
As we have Basili misses his first free throw, but we have a very large beer snake here in the student section.
Number 11, Garvin Clark.
50-cent beer night.
The kind of things you will see on 50-cent beer night at the Irvin J. Nutter Center. Excuse me. Basili did knock down his first free throw, and he'll hit his second as well.
Also alumni night.
It is also alumni night here at the Irvin J. Nutter Center. What a crowd we have tonight. Now we have Ali handing it over here to Clark. Clark back in the game. Clark working on Keaton Norris. Clark kind of dribbling around Norris, loses the ball. And we're going to have, it's going to be Raider basketball. They're going to call a foul on Ali.
Yeah, it looks like I thought they were going to call a jump ball on that one. They get the foul on Ali.
They're going to call a personal foul on Ali right there, and that's going to put Ali and Freeman. They're going to both have 4 fouls here.
Also puts them in the bonus as well.
At the line for your Raiders, number 4, Keaton Norris. Shooting 1+ the bonus.
Be 1-1. It's Boston Knights.
Keaton Norris hits his first free throw. And he hits a second as well.
Wright State running this press again, trying to get some easy turnovers.
Say we have a solid 3,000 fans at the Nutter Center tonight. Nice crowd on this Wednesday night. Here's Ali, top of the key, guarded by Holden. Ali handing it over to Castaneda. Castaneda will hand it back to Ali. Ali working on Finke, driving inside. No good. That's gonna be an offensive foul on the Raiders. Excuse me. That's gonna be a defensive foul on the Raiders. I'm sorry. I got my teams confused right there, but
looked like Ali wanted to dunk that on that drive.
Yeah, he got denied by Basili right there. As we see a Nick Offerman bobblehead, as well as a few bricks in the student section as Ali hits his first free throw.
Maybe if they wave around that beer cup snake, maybe they'll make a miss.
And now we have a Scott Nagy fathead in the stands, and even that won't work as Ali hits his second.
Maybe if they put my face out there.
Yeah, put Trent's face over there.
Maybe he'll miss it.
We'll put Shay Neal's face out there too for the heck of it. Here's Keaton Norris. Wright State trying to get through this full court press. Basili inside the Holden. He'll go up and he'll be denied. He'll get it back though and he'll put it in. What a second effort by Tanner Holden right there. $61-44, 4.5 to go in the game.
It looks like Akron's just playing the clock.
Yeah. Smart move here by John Gross. Ali working on Grant Basili. Outside here to Dawson, no good. Rebound Norris. Keaton Norris moving quickly. Holden, now it's Holden. Calvin to Holden. Holden driving, going nowhere though. He'll kick it out and he'll go right. He'll throw it right to Ali. Turnover Raiders.
Bad pass by Holden. Looked like he was just kind of rushing there, not taking his time.
3:48 to go, second half. Castaneda working on Tanner Holden. Here is Brian Trimble working on Keaton Norris. Back to Castaneda working on Tim Finke. Raiders running a zone right now. And that's going to be a rebound by Grant Basili. Calvin out to Finke. Finke over to Basili. And that's another turnover by the Raiders. And that's going to be a score by Ali. Sloppy basketball over the last few minutes for the Raiders.
Very, very sloppy.
Calvin working on Trimble. Basili top of the key for three. No good. That three-point shot for Basili has not been working tonight.
Yeah, no one's been able to hit the three.
And it seems like the 11 days off have been kind of not kind to Scott Nagy's Raiders. Maybe this is a night where you knock the rust off.
Yeah. And sometimes that can happen. Shooting is all about rhythm. It's all about rhythm. So having 11 days off.
Travel there by Ali.
Wright State basketball. There's timeout.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take our final timeout of the game tonight before our post-game show. 2:27 to go, second half. 63-44 Akron. We'll be back shortly on WWSU 106.9. Nutter Center. Oops, that was my fault right there. My microphone cut out briefly right there, but we're back at the Nutter Center, 63-44. Here at the Nutter Center, second half, 2:25 to go. Raiders just playing for pride right now. I'm Parker Testa, joined here by Trent Arnold as Trey Calvin works here on Castaneda. Calvin outside to Norris. Norris back to Calvin. Calvin for three, no good. Rebound goes to Finke. Finke fighting his way forward, and he'll reverse and lay it in. Jim Finke cuts the Akron lead to 17. As we tick under 2 minutes to go.
And you'll probably see, like we saw earlier, Akron just kind of run that shot clock out.
Here's Ali here. Ali driving, knocked away. Calvin steals it. Calvin going up on Dawson, and he'll put it in. Nice play by Trey Calvin. Here's Ali again. 1:21 to go in the game. Dang it, I did it again. Match game, match game, match game. Used to doing volleyball. It's the middle of December, and I still haven't got it down. Here's Ali, 1:10 to go in the game. As we'll see Andy Neff and Riley Voss go to the check-in, to go to the scores table to be put into the game. What a pass there by Ali inside to Freeman, and the shot clock expires of a shot clock violation on the Akron Zips.
It looks like Wright State's going to bring their starters out.
Grant Basile, Trey Calvin, as well as Tim Finke will take a seat. We'll see TJ Nagy, Riley Voss, and Andy Neff check in. And Finke, Calvin, and Basile's nights are done with 57.5 seconds to go here in this one. Keaton Norris coming up the court now. Screen set by Nagy. Nagy top of the key, handing it out to Wellage. Wellage looking for a target to pass to Norris. Norris for three, no good.
Nagy's he looks frustrated.
We're waiting for the clock to expire here. They stop play right there for substitutions. I've never seen that before. Yeah, but I don't know. It doesn't look like anybody traveled. I don't know, man. That was strange sequence of events right there. But yeah, here is Castaneda. Wynn inside. And there is double team comes and it'll lay off. Andy Neff guarding Wynn. Outside to Castaneda. Castaneda for a long three, and he drills it. That might be the longest three we've seen at the Nutter Center this year. He hit that one from the tee of Wright State. 7 seconds to go, and looks like Wright State's just going to hold it. 66-48 is our final from the Irvin J. Nutter Center. The Raiders fall tonight to the Akron Zips by a margin of 18. Don't go away. It's the WSU Raider postgame show when we return on WWSU 106.9.
Raider Nation, the WSU Raider postgame show. It starts right now.
Final here tonight from the Irvin J. Nutter Center, 66-48. The Akron Zips take this one from the Wright State Raiders. The Raiders fall tonight by a margin of 18. Leading scorers first for Akron. Ali led the team with 19 points. Trimble had 15, followed by Castaneda with 14 for the Raiders. Tanner Holden had 12, followed by Basile with 11. Calvin had 9. Raiders rebounded tonight, 37-26. And not much went right for the Raiders tonight. They shot the ball at a clip of 37% to Akron's 46. So Trent, it didn't go well tonight for Scott Nagy's Wright State Raiders. What are your thoughts on what we saw tonight?
Obviously, I believe that 11-day layover didn't help Wright State. You could tell that they were a little flat on a lot of their shots. Like we said, Biskelli was missing a lot of shots that he usually makes down on the post. Wright State started off great in the beginning, and then just kind of Akron was just a little bit too much for him going into the second half, as Akron was shooting, you know, almost 40% from the three-point line. And I think that was more of the dagger for Wright State.
Yeah, it was. Akron shot 37% from the three-point line in that second half, and then at a total clip of 39%. They were 9 for 23 from the three-point line tonight. Absolutely killer were the Akron Zips. John Gross's team came in with a great game plan. Give them credit. The Raiders will be back in action coming up this Saturday as they welcome the Tennessee Tech Golden Eagles to the Irvin J. Nutter Center. It'll be Scotty Kramer and Noah Kindig on the call for you right here on WWSU 106.9 FM. Pregame starting at 1:45. So with that, folks, we will be back in action like we said on Saturday, December 18th. Be sure to catch Testa and Neil Keep It Real tomorrow at 1 p.m. With myself and Shay Neal. We'll be talking a lot of different topics. So you can catch that on our website or a video stream on our website as well. So, Trent, for your first game of the year and your farewell tour, what'd you think?
I had a great time. Obviously not the result I wanted
of course.
Against Akron. But hopefully Wright State can turn it around here later in the season. But I've enjoyed my time here. And thank you guys for inviting me to do this with you guys.
Absolutely. So with that, final tonight from the Irvin J. Nutter Center, Akron 66, Wright State 48. For Trent Arnold to my right, for on-site producer Patrick Smolczyk to my left, I'm Parker Testa saying so long from the Nutter Center, and Raider up.